Of course, the taxpayers should at any time at a special meeting be able to inquire with a lawyer that has represented the taxpayers. He didn't represent you or Mr. Duchesne. He represented the taxpayers. To have a meeting and have it televised and have a set blank questions and not have the audience be able to ask a question that might come to them from an answer from one of your questions wouldn't make very much sense. And I don't know if you're going to run the meeting under Robert's Rules of Order or how you run closed study session meetings, but televise them. It doesn't seem to make sense to have a closed special meeting televised around the city that not a single citizen can ask a question. That doesn't really rhyme or reason. And I think that every one of you on the council owe it to the citizens to explain to the mayor that you represent the citizens. You don't represent yourself. And the citizens probably want to ask some questions of this lawyer, because even though you explained a little bit what he's going to talk about, the average citizen at home now really has no idea what he's really going to talk about. I believe it had something to do with some council people appealing the decision of you guys having a backroom meeting and then deciding to do something before you had an out front meeting. And the citizens want to know how that backroom meeting happened and how did this guy approve that you guys could do it in the back room and not out front. So the citizens are just as concerned, and I think you're having this meeting more because of the citizens' concern than you are anything else. I believe that the citizens should be mandatory that you allow, and you should write it in your agreement right now, not have another closed-door meeting and decide amongst yourself whether citizens can or cannot talk. They should be able to ask this attorney who's paying $200 of our money, not yours. Thank you.
Mayor?
Yeah, it should be pointed out that this isn't a closed meeting. This is an open meeting. If we have a study session, we have an ordinance that handles how we handle study sessions, and the ordinance says that, they're for council. Councilwoman Brady?
I was just saying, maybe after we are done talking with Mr. Williams and council gets all their questions addressed, maybe we can just set aside a certain time frame to allow for citizens' questions after we're all done, actually, if you want. It's just up to you. You run the meeting, but I think that might be a fair compromise.
Yeah, that'll be, and we could probably make that up to Mr. Williams. Mr. Higgins, you had something you wanted to say?
Mr. Roberts covered what I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Are there any changes to this resolution that are on the floor?
Well, I suggest we change it from a study session to just a meeting.
I'll support that as an amendment. Mayor? Change it from a.
We have a. Do we have a mover and a supporter to make the change? So we're going to amend it. We're going to vote on the amendment. Resolve that a special meeting of the mayor and council be scheduled for Tuesday, April 29, 2008. 6 p.m. in the John A. Aloysius Council Chamber, City Hall, 1355, Lincoln Park, to discuss the legal opinion of Eric Williams regarding the consent judgment of Joseph Populous Drive, LLC, versus the City of Lincoln Park. That is the motion on the floor. We have a mover and supporter. What's called? Amendment. We call the questioning on the amendment.
Right. Councilperson Myers?
Yay.
Murphy?
Yay.
McPartland?
Yay.
Candace?
Nay.
DeSanto?
Nay.
Brady?
Yay.
And Mayor Vaslo?
Nay.
The amendment passes.
So that's the
special meeting.
That's it. Okay. I want to say that I voted against it because we are not going to change anything. Eric D. Williams is going to come down. No opinions will be changed. It will only cost the taxpayers another couple grand.
But Mayor, I was at your recommendation that he come down.
And after,
I supported you on that.
Yes, and I know. And after reading the newspaper articles that I've been reading over the last few weeks, it's more and more apparent to everybody in this community that people's feet are set, and that whatever happens, really, probably won't make any difference to anybody. So I am here to say that I think that we should just save the money. That's my opinion.
Mayor,
no, we're going to move on. You can save it for that. We're going to move on.